Hey guys, nothingwired.com, and today we have the brand new Swipe Telecom's Konnect 5.0 smartphone here. Now Swipe Telecom is an Indian mobile manufacturer. They have offices both in California, USA and in Pune, India. Now this is their latest offering, and the USP of this device is that this is supposed to be a very stylish device. Now we've already seen the device. Now we'll leave it to you guys to see how stylish it is. So let's go ahead and see what's the content of the box. First of all, it's a fairly big box for a mobile. You see that's Konnect 5.0 and IPS screen and Swipe Telecom. Nothing much on this side. You have your pricing and import informations there, the SAR information, and you would see the MRP as a 10,500 here, but I found it for about 8,900 online. Now you probably won't get this device everywhere. Like I couldn't find it on Amazon.in, but then I found the black model on Snapdeal.com for 8,900. And then on the back side you have some quick specs here. You see the 1.3 gig quad core processor. You have that 5-inch QHD IPS display, 540 by 960 pixels. You have Jelly Bean, 8 MP rear, 3.2 MP front camera, 1 GB RAM, 8 GB ROM. You have dual SIM, of which the first SIM supports 3G and HSPA plus basically. So you have 1950 mAh lithium polymer ion battery, and then some of your connectivity options there. Fairly good options for this price point. Let's go ahead and open the box and see what inside. So the box actually is a very hard cardboard box. It will endure your postage pretty nicely even if you order online. First of all, on top as usual we get to see the phone, and that's the Swipe Konnect 5.0. It's featherweight. Of course it does not have the battery inside, but this is like way light, and I absolutely like the design of it. But we'll come back to the device just in a bit. We'll see what else are in the box. So you get that flip cover, see, and then you have this 1950 mAh battery, pretty flat again, and then you have your user manual, the warranty card there. Here you have the white color earphones. Let's go ahead and show those to you. You have the silver plated audio jack really, and then your in-ear noise cancelling type premium earphones, and then you also have a call connect button, and then your mic but no volume rocker. You have your micro USB 2.0 port there, see, that's the USB cable, and then your USB round pin, see, round pin wall adapter. And those are pretty much about the box content here. So that's our Swipe Konnect 5.0. Now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna peel this thing off. It says so that goes out of the way, and you would see that the whole phone is actually made of plastic, plus you have this IPS screen here. But despite of being plastic, this guy actually feels quite solid in hand, and the main reason you get a very good hold is that it has a great tapered side. We absolutely love this tapered side all around give the phone a great hold. And trust me when I say this is the best phone, probably one of the best phone that I've held in my hands ever. This is amazing, and we did not expect such a budget device to be so amazing to hold that, but it's absolutely blast. It's not the thinnest device in the market because the thick end is quite thick, I suppose. That would go near about 9 mm, I guess. I don't know what exactly the measurement, but the thin side here is so amazing. It fits right into your hand. It also kind of disappears into your pocket. And then you have this 5-inch IPS grill there, 540 by 960 pixels. You have your 3.5 MP front camera, your notification LED light and proximity sensors and stuff, your earpiece there. You'll have your soft cut keys all around here, then your mouthpiece right here, the volume rocker, hold to open the back flap, your power button, and micro USB 2.0 port, and the 3.5 mm jack. Now again, both these keys, the volume rocker and the power keys, these are made of plastic, but then they give amazing tactile feedback as if they are made out of metal. See, you can even hear the sound there. Amazing feedback. On the back side you have the autofocus back camera accompanied by an LED flash. You see Swipe branding, Konnect 5.0, and then your speaker grill. You can open the back flap as well from here, but just be careful because this back actually is very sharp due to that slant end towards the side. So it kind of comes up and it gets very sharp here, so you might end up hurting your nails there. But it looks fairly thick, not very rugged. You have the 1950 mAh battery here, and then once I take out the battery you'll be able to see you have one full-size SIM card slot beneath, and then you have a micro SIM slot, and then your micro SD card slot. Now the first SIM supports 3G, the second SIM supports only 2G, and there your micro SD card supporting up to 32 GB of external storage. This is plastic. This feels plastic really, but then it's an amazing device to hold in hand. The Konnect 5.0 has a 540 by 960 pixel IPS screen, which is, well, not the best in the industry, but it's bright enough. And if you look at the icons close enough, you'll see they just pixelate just a tiny bit. The images also look good and bright enough, although not the sharpest. You can see the colors are not actually some of the contrast is not very good, although it's more than decent at this price point. But overall the screen is dark, and even when you zoom in it does not show artifacts, so details are always there. So very good screen, and even the viewing angle is very nice, although about this point it starts discoloring rather, see, but still at least you can make out what's there. You can even make out the words out there. So again, more than decent. Even the videos actually plays quite nice. The shadows are quite blacks are very dark, good. It's crisp overall, yeah. And the auto brightness control actually is very proper. It's neither too dim nor too bright, it's just about okay. So overall quite an impressive display at this price point. The Konnect 5.0 is powered by Android Jelly Bean 4.2.2, and you have this almost familiar looking unlock screen, no widgets. Notification bar comes down on top of unlock screen. It will also come down here. You can do away with all the notifications just like that, and then there you see your quick function toggle bar. Go here, come back. You can also go to the full settings here. So it also has almost the default Jelly Bean settings, no NFC, no fancy stuffs. So storage, there you see about 203 MB available in the phone. In the internal SD card, see about 1.56 GB available. We haven't installed any apps or such, but then we have a few photos and a couple of videos, so taking into account you can calculate about the size. So about you can probably add another maybe 250 MB or so. Then you can add this many accounts, and then your about phone, you can see Jelly Bean and the model number there. So homepage, there's 5 homepage. You cannot add or remove any. You can long press here to add your wallpapers, and next it also comes with a launcher apart from the default launcher here. So long press on the home screen will take you to the recent app, and then that's your menu. Nothing happen when you do this, so no Google Now. From here you can tap here to go to Google Now. Anyway, the app dock is customizable. You can simply create folders apps by dragging one icon onto another, and then it's not a very feather touch screen, mind you, so at times you have to tap twice. You have a number of apps, preloaded apps, and it's loaded with bloatware. You have the usual Google Android apps, for example your Gmails and Maps and YouTubes and Google Plus and stuff. You also have a lot of Swipe in-house apps. For example, you have Swipe support somewhere, Swipe assist and things, and then you also have lots of third-party apps like Dropbox here, and you see even this one, delicious recipes, Kingsoft Office, My City Guide, News Hubs, and then from the next installer you get all these additional apps as well. You also have Super Beam, some games like Temple Run 2 and WhatsApp, Where's My Droid, and it's loaded with apps so much so that it actually degrades the available internal space. Now this guy has 8 GB of internal space, and I've shown you how much is available. You can of course have micro SD card, but that does not always solve the problem. We do not like so many bloatware. We want our interface or our ROM to be clean, because that's when the ROM performs fast enough. Well, for daily usage, daily moderate usage, even this device does not give any problem. But then we have seen when you do more than average multitasking, or if you do some very heavy transaction, like for example you're playing a game, you suddenly tap the home screen and coming to the home screen here. So in those kind of transactions, this guy lags a bit. I'm gonna quickly show you some of the apps here. First, the dialer there, and again you would see that all the apps and the interface overall has mostly the stock view. So this is mostly stock ROM here. There's not much customization added to it, which is a good thing. And then we can go to messages. I can show you again. There you see a very default Jelly Bean keyboard, nothing much to talk about that. We have our default browser, and that's our site nothingwire.com open. I see it scrolls beautifully, no lag whatsoever, very smooth, and the text actually are quite crisp to read there. Yeah, and then we can also go to a desktop site, like for example this nothingwire.com. Here it lags just a bit, and it takes it a while to load the desktop optimized page, which are not actually optimized for mobile. But once you spend some time, once you let the page load fully, then it becomes quite smooth. Like you see, you can also pinch zoom in anywhere, quite smooth enough. Zooming out is also decent, and then double tap. Yeah. We also did an HTML5 test, and it scores 406 out of 550, which is decent. All the other options are pretty much like the default Android app. You have the 8MP camera, which again wears the default Android Jelly Bean cloth or face or UI. Take some time before clicking a photo, about a second. Recording also takes about a second to start. You cannot click still while recording video, mind, but you can just pause the video and then start again. So you do not need to create separate video files for all the moments. There are some of the options. The again default option that comes in Jelly Bean, your flash settings, and that's how you toggle to front and back camera, and then some of your other stuffs. You also have a 0 shutter delay and continuous shot, and ISO, and then your video settings and stuff. So let's see how fast this becomes. It's practically the same speed. This is decent, around about 5 FPS. So the image and video quality under enough light are just about average. The details are missing. However, for this price point for this 8MP camera, it's quite okay, and you can use it as your secondary camera, and probably when you do not have any other cameras around, this is quite fine. But under low light you will see lots of noise, and the details are sadly missing to a great level. You have the gallery, and exactly the same stock gallery that you would see on Jelly Bean. All the editing features and sharing features are exactly the same, nothing much to talk about. There you also have the FM radio that does not play without plugging in the earphones, and then music, and let's check out the music output now. quite decent actually, just about loud enough, but also has slight bass. But I'm afraid it does not cover all the wavelength really. I cannot hear all the notes present. But overall, decent performance. The video sound, however, is slightly better.
I have received a message. From the universe? From the messenger. Oh, yeah, of course.
The surround sound effect is proper.
Disappearing. I fear this is the work of Lord Shen, who has unleashed a new kind of threat on our world. This could be the end.
Yeah, we also tried the call quality. The call quality is decent. I mean, nothing groundbreaking. You have some of Swipe's important apps, like for example this Swipe SE, so you can straight away go and call them. You can also see the list of service centers, and they open up a PDF really here. Yeah, so those are some of the apps. So overall the performance is decent. It's smooth, does not lag much until you work very heavy or you do not close your apps properly. You let all the apps run in the background, open in the background. That time slowly, after some time, you'll see the lag. But apart from that, for regular daily usage, this phone is just about fine. And for 8,900, I think it's a great value for money. Please ask any questions and we'll try to answer regarding this device, and please subscribe to our channel for more such awesome content in future. Thank you.